Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. I hope you're having a good day. It's the end of 2024, and as is the usual case, we are doing our year-end roundup of my favorite selections of this past year. And these are all bourbons. Yeah, they're all bourbons. They're all bourbons I've tried and reviewed for the very first time on this channel. So whenever you see one of my videos and it says it's a first taste review, that's the actual very first time I am trying that particular bourbon. It's here in front of you. So you get my mustache is just tickling my lip. So that you're seeing my very first reaction to a particular bourbon or whiskey selection. So without further ado, I'm just going to pick these off the shelf, and we'll get to it. The first one's going to be my honorable mention because I don't actually have a bottle of it. I borrowed my friend Dusty's bottle for a week and tried it out. It's Black Dirt single barrel out of Warwick, New York. I would say that's my favorite bourbon that I've tried this year, but since I don't actually own it, but I did enjoy it and I reviewed it for you, it does make the list. I can't show it to you because Dusty's got the bottle back, so hopefully I'll be able to find a couple of bottles when we make our next trip out to the New York, New Jersey area. So, Black Dirt. So, if you are in the Warwick, New York area, you see it, you go to the distillery, or if it's available in a liquor store, do yourself a favor and grab it. It's the single barrel that I tried and enjoyed. So, there you are. All right, the next one, along those lines, we're going to pull down this OCD number 5 from the Glens Creek Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky. This is it Frankfort? I think it is. Yep, Frankfort, Kentucky. This stuff, you're going to notice with a bunch of these bottles, the volume, I mean, I am enjoying this immensely. Just a rich and satisfying bourbon. You can find it. I've seen it at the bigger chain liquor stores in Kentucky, like Liquor Barn and Total Wine, I believe, carries it. But I've seen it at Liquor Barn, but I buy mine straight at the distillery, David Meyer. It just is a magician. So watch my videos. Take a look on the channel for these first taste review videos that I do. This is aged at least 37 months. It does not taste like a 3-year aged bourbon. It tastes like it's been aged for, to me, like about 8 years. Really flavorful, deep flavorful, excellent bourbon. One of my favorites. The next one, let's do this. Let's go with the more expensive stuff first. So we're going to do Weller Foolproof. I've had this bottle about a year. So obviously I have not tried this bottle, but I have a buddy that had an open bottle at his house and he welcomed me to try it. And I tell you this, it's so good. MSRP is around, I think, $60 here in Ohio, but you can hardly ever find it. I was hoping around this time, as I record this, it's a little bit before Christmas, but I'm hoping by around Christmas Eve they do a special drop again, because man, I want to get another bottle or two of this and I can actually enjoy it without feeling like I'm gonna just the bottle's going to be gone. About $60, I think, is the MSRP on it. It'll be 70 by now. But that is such a good bourbon. Weller Foolproof. What's the next one on here? You know, I'm going to go with the other, like, over $50 bottle. Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered. This one is 113-ish proof, but just a really nice, just a really nice bourbon. I really like that. Again, another deeply satisfying pour. Want some now. I want some now. But and I think these are all these uncut unfilters. I'm not sure if they're a single barrel or this is probably a blend. I don't know. But it talks about on the back, it is barrel strength. So about $70-ish dollars. Really a nice nice beautiful pour. Love that. Really enjoy it. Okay, we're going to go with now. Oh, this one actually, we're going to go down in price. This is probably my favorite, I would say, everyday bourbon. You can tell. You know, and the Smoke Wagon, it's about that full now. But this Fray Ranch, this is 90 proof. It's a 4-grain bourbon. You know what? Look at how much is left in there. Impromptu little pour right here. Why don't we just finish it off? You know, the first taste video is on here. Now you're going to get the last taste out of that. Probably won't be as good as that first taste because by the time you get to the bottom of the bottle, I mean, it's got a real malty smell to it, which I'm not crazy about, but yeah, that malt is really coming through. But how much malt is in there? 12%. But that's something like for me, once I get to the bottom of the barrel or bottle, that malt and really comes through, which I'm not crazy about. Gets to be a bit medicine-y tasting, but still decent. So now I'm going to need another bottle of Fray Ranch. But what a cool bottle it is, you know. So there's that. Yeah. So Fray Ranch, probably my favorite, just one of my favorite everyday bourbons. $50. Next one we're going to do, we're going to pull out the Green River. About 30-ish bucks there. And again, you can see how much I'm enjoying that. As well as the weeded variety, which I'm not as crazy about as just the regular rye bourbon, standard rye recipe bourbon. But Green River, this stuff caught me by surprise. I didn't really think I would enjoy it as much as I do, but it's, again, just a really nice everyday solid bourbon that really surprised me. One of my favorites of the year. The next one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 2 left on the list. So let's go to this was a big surprise. I got this a few weeks ago. You can see how I'm enjoying it. Rebel Small Batch Reserve, 110 proof. Got this in Pittsburgh. It's not available here in Ohio. If it was, man, I would be stocking up on it. You know, I have a few bottles in reserve. Next time I go out to PA, I'm going to have to get a couple of backups. Uh, about $35 on this. Just really smooth, a really easy drinking bourbon. It tastes smoother than 110 proof. I mean, I've had 80 proofs that are just sharp and horrible tasting. But man, this is a smooth, really nice bourbon. If you see it in your area, I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's got really great vanilla overtones. Again, just smooth vanilla, caramel, just all the stuff that you want in a really good bourbon. You know, 35 bucks, and I would probably prefer this over actually this Weller Foolproof. Similar tastes, a little bit lower proof on it, but to me it's a good I don't want to say substitute, but it's a good, I guess, substitute replacement for a Weller. I mean, it's got more proof than the Antique 107. Really a nice, really good wheated bourbon. And the last one, which was a shock to me, is this new Jim Beam Black, 7-year aged, 90 proof. Really surprised at how good this is. If you can't tell, it's just the bottom of this label is the volume on it. Got that back in May. And this is a 1-liter bottle, so that's how much I'm enjoying that. Really good. So these are my 7 picks of the year. These you should be able to find. Maybe the Rebel small batch, not so much. These other 3 you should be able to find really readily. Over that $50 mark, this you should be able to find pretty well as well. If you're in Kentucky, check out the OCD. If you like a good wheated bourbon, I have not tried it on the channel, but their sweet wheated bourbon, also a spectacular bourbon. Had that down at the distillery. So there you go. That's it for 2024. So let me know if you've had any of these, what you think of them. Do you agree? Do you have suggestions of what I should try in the future? Let me know in the comments, and we'll leave it there. So until next time, it's me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den. Hope your next pour is your best pour. We'll catch you soon, and thanks for watching. Hey everyone, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos as they drop. Thanks for watching.